Morning, ladies. So for today, what I'm going to show you guys is a set of CRQs. Hopefully you go and pick up your review books from ALH today or tomorrow so that you can continue to work on your notes in your review book. I will upload something for notes that you guys can continue to work on, that you can work on digitally if you do not have the ability to go ahead and pick up your actual review book. So for this, I'm going to show you again the CRQs. CRQs are the second part of your global regions, and there are two sets of CRQs. They generally follow a similar pattern. This particular one that I'm going to show you as a practice is just going to review the same couple types of questions. And then when I upload another set of CRQs, probably by next week, it'll go through the second part of those types of questions. Document one is always going to be one of two types of questions. So it's either going to be historical circumstances or geographic context. What we're going to look at with the historical circumstances right now for document one. So for document one, it says explain historical circumstances that led to the historical development depicted in the map. So what you're doing is you're not taking a specific thing about this map. You're not going to sit here and use the key and figure out what's happening. What you are going to do is you're going to look at the map as a whole, and you are going to determine what caused this map to be created. So whenever you see historical circumstances, I want you to think about what caused the event that's taking place in the document. So for this particular one, you have to figure out what caused all the exploration that you see happening in this map. All right. I'm going to give everybody until Friday afternoon to do this. Monday morning, I will upload answer keys so you can check yourself. So you're going to use that for document one. For document two, you have a letter. Okay. Always read this sourcing at the top and always read the little sourcing at the bottom so that you can figure out what's going on in the letter. But you are looking at a letter from King James of England, all right, to the Mughal Empire. And it says, identify Emperor Jahangir's point of view concerning English merchants in the Mughal Empire. So when we are asking about point of view, it's not like the ELA point of view where you're talking about first person, second person, third person. Point of view for socialists means basically like, what is their opinion about this? How do they feel about these things? So we're looking for, how does Emperor Jahangir feel about having English merchants in the Mughal Empire? Okay. For question number 3, you are going to identify and explain a cause and effect relationship. Okay, so you have to use both documents 1 and 2. The easiest way to do that is by saying document 1 caused blah blah blah, which led to document 2. Okay, you want to make sure. Now they will give you these little definitions above it on the region, so you'll be able to remember what a cause is or an effect is. But you want to make sure that you can say there is a cause and effect relationship. Very, very often, document 1 is the cause, document 2 is the effect. So you can work on those 3 questions. Now let's take a look at the next set. So the second set is only a little bit different because there's an added piece to the last set. So document 1 again goes over the historical circumstances. So what were the historical circumstances that led to what we see in this image? So we see in this image is nationalism is bringing Germany together. So what led to Germany actually coming together? In document number 2, we are looking at another letter by Giuseppe Manzini, which, if you remember from your notes, he was one of the leaders of the Italian unification. And it says, identify Giuseppe Manzini's purpose for writing to the workmen. So purpose going over why. Why is he writing this? Why is he talking to workmen? Why does this exist? So again, point of view is talking about their opinion. Purpose is talking about the why. Why did they do this? And this is where we start to see a little difference. So document number 1 will always be historical circumstances or geographic context. Document number 2 will always be point of view, purpose, bias, or audience. And we'll get into bias and audience in the next section and video that I make for you. The last question that asks you about the 2 documents together, the first set will always be cause and effect. The second set will either be similarity and difference, or it'll be turning point. And I will give you a turning point 1 in the next set. So from this one, you need to do 2 things, and this is a 2-point question. See how it says 6A, 6B, 1 point, 1 point. You get a point just for identifying a similarity or difference. One similarity is blah. One difference is blah. and then you get a second point for explaining it. This is a similarity because in document 1 they do this, in document 2 they do this. This is a difference because in document 1 they shows this, while in document 2 it shows this. So make sure that you are doing all of those pieces. But if you just identify it, you still will get a point. All right, if you just explain it but you don't give a clear identification, you can still get a point. So don't leave your CRQs blank. They are easy points. So again, I'm going to give you guys until the end of the day Friday to do this. Whoever has completed it and turned it in on Friday, I will put that grade into the grade book, and I will give you guys the answers on Monday. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend.